And it says Chris Rock, Terry Crews, and Tichina Arnold reprise roles, and Comedy Central's Everybody Still Hates Chris as an animated revival. All right, all right. Let's do this topic number 3 right here. Everybody hates Chris. Sorry, y'all know I had to get some type of singing in there. Did you watch the show, Tyra? Did you watch the show?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Have you seen every episode? Was it that good to you?
Yes, I watched every single episode. Then watched the reruns.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I watched a few of them. And I have nothing bad to say about the show. It was a great show. The few episodes that I did see was great. No complaints. I laughed. I love the structure of it being Chris Rock, you know, as an adult, but then showing a younger version of himself as well. This series was out for a long time. We saw this actor grow up in Hollywood. He was just a little boy when it first came out many, many years ago. Now he's a grown man. But the show must go on, Tyra. The show must go on. This is topic number 3 coming from Variety. And it says Chris Rock, Terry Crews, and Tichina Arnold reprise roles, and Comedy Central's Everybody Still Hates Chris as an animated revival. All right, all right. And I'm a fan of all 3 of these people, more in the entertainment industry than real life. You know, I still love you, Terry Crews, but expect to hear some familiar voices on Everybody Still Hates Chris, Comedy Central's upcoming animated take on the hit 2000s live action comedy 24 years ago, Tyra. Everybody Hates Chris. That includes executive producer Chris Rock, who narrated the original series and now will do the same in the new version. Also back are original stars Terry Crews and Tichina Arnold, who played Chris's parents in the original series and will voice them in the animated edition. New cast members include Tim Johnson Jr., Ozimo Akaga, man, I'm gonna try that one more time. Akaga, Terrence Little, Garden High, and Gunzer Sizemore. Came out August. Well, Everybody Still Hates Chris was first announced in August of 2022. CBS Studios, Chris Rock's Enterprises, and 3 Arts Entertainment are behind the half-hour animated series, which premieres on Comedy Central later this year. It will also air on Paramount Plus at a later date. Tyra, with this being well, let me read this real quick. I'm very excited to introduce the world to another funny side of my childhood, Rock said in a statement. On the show, Rock plays the voice of adult Chris, narrating stories inspired by his experience growing up as a skinny nerd in a large working-class family in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn during the late 1980s. Crews will also be reprising his role as Julius, Chris's father, who is a gentle giant with a relentless work ethic and cheap. He grew up dirt poor, so he knows the cost of everything down to the penny. Right on, right on, right on. Tyra, with this being an animated series now, do you think the show will maintain the same tone, or do you think they'll take it a step further and, you know, make it more explicit, more for adults, or kind of put some kids' gloves on it, you know, or what do you want to happen too, if you know, if it was up to you as well?
I would like for it to keep the same tone, but when you mention Comedy Central, I just think the worst. Yeah. But even when you're getting into revivals and animated series, first thing I thought about was the Good Times animation revival situation, and nobody appreciated that. But with the nature of the show and how over the top it is, it's already been animated in a sense, especially with you have Tichina Arnold. Like everybody's voice here lends itself really well to an animation, and we always used to get those one-off cutaway really eccentric situations, like I'll slap you in the middle of next week and we jump to Chris, you know, it's Tuesday, like those type things, or I slap the black off you, or just things that really lends itself well to an animated thing. So I think if it kept the same tone, it could work, but I would like for them to age it up a little bit, but not too much. I think I would like for everybody to be able to watch, but I know if they're going somewhere towards Comedy Central, it may be a little bit more explicit, but I don't want it to get too far away from where it was. But I think it's going to be really, really good. I'm actually excited.
Yeah, I hear you. And that's why I asked you that too, because I saw the Comedy Central line in there and I was like, wait a minute, they could be changing some stuff up, you know. I won't say that I'm excited, but I'm definitely willing to give it a try. because I missed the boat on this. About the show, I've heard nothing but great things. I mean, it launched in 2005 on UPN. Man, that UPN was, they had some hitters back in the day.
That was me, 2005. I was 14, 15 years old, so I was watching this.
Man, they had some hitters, and then it moved to, they had the CW thing.
CW.
Continued on in 2009, and so, we'll see. I got this other quote here. I wanted this job to get free tickets to a Chris Rock stand-up show, but we ended up making something we're proud of that is true to the original series we all love, says showrunner, executive producer Sanja Shea. And so it had 4 seasons, the show, and hopefully this animated series. I wonder if it says revival. I don't know if they're going to reboot it or continue on where they left off. Before we move on, which would you want? Would you want a reboot, just an animated, or a continuation of where they left off?
I think it's definitely going to be a reboot, because if they continue where they left off, Chris was old enough to think he was getting his GED, trying to leave. It's been a while, trying to leave high school, or it was maybe a college, like he was, of age with it aging out. So I don't know where the story would go with that. And with them casting, because if they were going to do that, they could have easily brought back Tyler James to portray Chris again. Mm-hmm. And, he's the man on Abbott Elementary with his deep voice. So for them to go back and reach out to, I think those are child actors, I think they're going to regress and go back to the childhood situation with Chris.
Gotcha. Right on. Okay. That's what's up right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us know what you think in that comment section below, whether you're watching via live or on the replay.